Hey everyone, welcome back to my studio. This is Tanner Steed. I was just going to make a quick video as I'm working on this project. I got a ton of incredible references from my last trip to France. I was teaching a workshop there with Daniel Sprick through the Art Students League of Denver. If you're interested in any upcoming workshops, make sure to go to my website, Tanner Steed Art. I'd love to see you there. But anyways, I'm working on this painting. Let me show you here. It's a little scene of Olivia, and I'm working on the folds in this dress. And I thought I'd make this video just to give you guys just a little suggestion on how to improve your fabric and folds and stuff like that. So this is not complete. This is not done. But what I've done here is I've, first of all, thought about the overall form, thinking big form modeling, right? So where is the light hitting most directly? And as it turns away, it's becoming turning into halftone, turning into shadow. But more specifically, I want you guys to focus in on this area right here. I've blocked in the general placement for each one of these shadows in the folds, right? So we've got the light shape, we've got the shadow shape, and then I'm going in on each one of these folds and considering the rate that each part of the fold is turning. It's not going to be a regular soft edge at every point in this fold. So towards the top, it's going to be a sharper edge, a faster turn, therefore a sharper edge between light and dark. And then as we travel down this conical structure, it's expanding, therefore it's turning slower. So the halftone is going to be larger, therefore it's going to be a softer edge between light and shadow. And then as we go down here, it's pinching in, becoming more pointed at the end of a cone, and getting sharper. So each one of these folds, I'm considering the rate that the fold is turning, and that is going to impact how I'm rendering it. So we not only need to think about the overall form of light and shadow, and I still have some improving to do on that. I think I'm going to apply a very simple glaze, making sure that this turns even more for the big form modeling. But then, yeah, each one of these folds, you need to consider the rate at which it's turning. So softer edges for wider turning forms. So yeah, some recommended readings for this. This is the Charles Bargue drawing course. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. This is a must-have. I recommend it on all of my for all of my courses and all of my readings. Let me show you the cover. There we go. This is Charles Bargue drawing course, and in the back of the book, we've got some incredibly just beautiful fabric. Beautiful, beautiful fabric. This is a watercolor, and this is an oil. Sorry, there's a bit of glare. Gorgeous. So the overall form here is a cone. So you can see it turning from light to dark. The shadows on the side. And then each one of these folds, he's thinking about the rate that it's turning. So it's turning quite quickly. These are rapid turns. Therefore, it's going to have sharper edges. But the overall form has a soft gradation going from light into shadow. Same is true in these folds here. Yeah, just beautiful stuff. Another recommended reading is Lawrence Alma Tadema. Another fabulous example of just absolutely remarkable rendering of folds in fabric. I highly recommend that. So, let's see, another tip for this. Keep your mixtures very, very simple, okay? You can break things down into component parts. So when you're when you're rendering light to shadow, keep your mixtures super simple, so you can come back every day, pre-mix those, and just think about that gradation. Just think about the edge quality. So these mixtures are very simple. It's just Naples yellow light, Naples yellow medium, Italian earth, and then I've got burnt umber. And this is the basic light to dark gradation. So those were actually pre-mixtures, and I'll mix those together for the basic drop off of light to shadow. And then anytime I'm noticing a subtle shift towards orange or towards green, I may add a cad orange or a raw umber for green. So thinking primarily value at this point, and then subtle shifts into each local color or reflected light shift. So yeah, hope you found that a little helpful. Feel free to leave any comments if you have any questions, and make sure you're following my Instagram. I'm going to be posting this on there when I'm done. It's just at TannerSteedArt. My website, tannersteedart.com. Let's see any upcoming shows. I've got the Governor's Show in Loveland coming up in May. And if you haven't signed up for the Rome workshop, there's still room. I think there's one spot left. And you can find that information on my website. All right. See ya in the next one. Thanks for stopping by.